All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? How are you doing? Y'all good? Nice. Listen, thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I do appreciate it. You can head over to YouTube if you want to watch it, right? Give on to YouTube, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you like it, if you don't, whatever you want to do. Free country for now. Yeah, also come see me live. Come see me live. I got nothing really to promote as I'm out there working on new shit. But come see me in Florida. St. Cloud, Porky's Comedy Club. June 7th, June 8th. That's right around the corner. I'm coming down there with my good buddy Sean Finnerty. And we're kind of bringing the All-Irish Comedy Tour down for one weekend. And excited. Can't wait. I love Florida. I don't know, man. I like to get away from it all. I just take gigs in Florida all the time. Maybe going to go down, look for houses while I'm down there. Get into shit. You know? I love Florida. Come see me. Enjoy yourselves. Come see some of the hits and come see a lot of the new stuff I'm working on. Should be fun. It would be a good time had by all. Anyway, how are you doing out there, folks? I had nothing to talk about today. I have literally nothing to talk about at all. Normally, I'll post this up and it's like people are like, oh, it's a great episode, and you know, I'll get this ready for, you know, it'll be Tuesday, something will pop up and I'll go, okay, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast, and I record it on Sunday, sometimes Monday, depending on my schedule. And today I got nothing going on. It is Memorial Weekend though. If you're in America, if you're an American, happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Weekend. As we all know, the true importance of Memorial Day, it is how fat can we get? How much burgers and hot dogs can we put into our gullets? What kind of sales will Honda be having this week? Will Bob's Furniture give me a discount on patio furniture? That is why our men and women died overseas for this country. They died defending our rights to buy a barbecue at $60 off. Good job, everybody. We salute you. Right? In a disrespectful thing, I've said this before on episodes. I've said it, you know. There's a lot of things like people kind of give me a hard time about when I, you know, as a foreigner, you know, they're like, you don't have a right to talk about the military in such a. I'm very pro military. I always speak highly and positive about the military, no matter what branch you're from. And people kind of get a little bit taken back by that. And I tell you why, because I genuinely love this country. I love America. I love Ireland too. At one stage, I did contemplate on signing up to the military when I moved here 20 years ago. And I didn't, because I wasn't a citizen. I didn't fill out the paperwork, basically. I wasn't a citizen at the time. And then I missed the cutoff age-wise. But you know what? Why do I love, why would I defend the military? Because my kids... I have children who are Americans, born and raised. What if they want to go off and defend the country? I don't know why they would now. The country's a fucking... I don't know what you would be fighting for, to be quite honest with you. It's a weird time to live. And we'll get into some of those things maybe. But I have a special place for the military. And like those things always confused me. I mean, they don't probably confuse Americans because you grow up with it, right? You grow up with Memorial, you associate it with, hey, let me go get a burger, we're going over to Aunt Jones, we're going to get burgers and hot dogs and whatever, and should I bring something? Yeah, whatever you want to do. You know, and I get it, but as a foreigner, when you land and you look at it, you go, oh, Memorial Day, what's that? Well, that's the day we take off. What? Oh, we don't work Mondays? No, you don't have to work Mondays because of Memorial Day. That is great. What is Memorial Day, by the way? Well, men and women died for us, so we honor them. Oh, good. And how do we honor them? Well, there's a furniture store called Bob's Discount Furniture, and they sell sectionals and kitchen stuff, and you just and we get like maybe 15% off of that. Oh, so you mean the military, they all come in with their families and they can get discounts because of their sacrifice, right? And they go, no, everybody gets it. Oh, so you mean like everybody, no matter who, they're just using that as an excuse to capitalize on the loss of true heroes. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. And we get involved in it, right? Where we support that. Oh, okay, good. I get it. Like, there's certain things I never understood about the military over here, which broke my heart one day, and people thought I was making a joke about it. And I may have told this on another episode of a podcast. I was flying to Columbus, Ohio. I was going out there to do a show I believe I was doing the Irish Festival with Sean Finnerty, Dave Nihill, and maybe Sean wasn't there. Don't know. Not important to the story, Mick. And I had a layover in Baltimore, as I always do. I fly from Long Island. I usually have a layover in Baltimore. And while I was waiting, the flight was delayed. The club was calling me, "You're not going to be here." I go, "Look, that's a 40-minute flight, mate. Relax, I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Start the show without me. Mick Thomas will come in. I'll close it out. Finish strong. I'll finish strong. We'll all go home. Don't worry about it." Mick Thomas is a professional. He's never missed a show. I missed one show. Fuck, when I got into a car accident that time. Not my fault. It was my fault, according to the insurance company. But you know what I'm trying to say. And anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for the flight to board, and all of a sudden I see this decorated young military man coming down, handsome black man, like really to the point where you're like, oh fuck. Like when I used to watch pornographies, I would never watch anything with a black person in it because I just can't relate. That's not me. That's not mine for sure. I can't get, you know, there's no relation to that to me. I can't. It takes me out of it, right? But this man, if he was in it, I would have watched that. I actually would have applauded it. I would have applauded this was a handsome black man, and he was beautifully decorated out, and he had the fucking perfect posture. And I'm jealous of people with great posture because I have shit posture. And he comes walking down from the up part of the section B to section C of the airport. And so then what I knew was going on is that they were transporting a body, a young fallen soldier, home from wherever he was serving, and they were bringing his body back to Columbus, Ohio. And I remember thinking, and it was as a foreigner, you know, I remember thinking, what? Like, doesn't the government have any money? I mean, we've given $33 billion already to illegal immigrants and criminals. I mean, if they're all illegal, they are all criminals. So let's just call it like that, like what it is. But I'm not going down that road. I'm not going to talk about that just yet. But I just thought, you know what? We can't afford one. Like, how many fallen soldiers are there on a regular basis? Because you don't see it on the media. You don't see it, right? I hope not much. I hope not any. One is too much, in my opinion. One casualty of war is too much, and I believe is enough to cancel all wars. One person. You're out of your mind, Mick Thomas. We need at least a higher number. I believe one life is enough to cancel all wars. I truly believe that. But anyway, and I thought, surely there's not that many bodies coming home that you cannot afford 5 black jets, 5 black planes that will fly and escort these fallen heroes home to their family, right? Instead, they send their bodies home on Southwest. They just fucking leave it in with under the plane with the golf clubs. You know, and I just thought it was so disrespectful, man. I really felt sad that day. I felt sad that day, and I never forget it. I just remember thinking, you're going to put them down there where, luggage gets lost? You know, and the family's on the tarmac, and they're crying, and the salute, and the service, and the ceremony was beautiful. But to watch this body with the flag traipsed over it to be put into the back, into underneath the plane of a fucking Southwest plane, it broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. So I just, you know, go out there, enjoy your Memorial Day, folks, because that's what it's about. Don't stop and take a moment for these heroes. How many hot dogs can you get in your gullet? You know? But anyway, happy Memorial Day to you. That's all I'm saying. Happy Memorial Day to you all. You know, I saw, what did I see this week? I saw this thing yesterday. Chuck Schumer this week. Chuck Schumer, he's, what does he do? I know he works for the government, but I saw him give a speech. Chuck Schumer. Is he into Amy Schumer? Me and Amy Schumer don't get along. Me and Amy Schumer had a big fight a few years ago at a comedy club. Maybe I'll tell that story another day. I don't like telling that story because then it was so long ago that if you do tell that story, you sound like the comic that never made it, was never successful. And you're just that old comic at the bar telling the new comics, I remember one time me and Amy Schumer went at it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy. So is Chuck Schumer related to Amy Schumer? I don't know. If anybody wants to put that in the old chat there, let me know on the old YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this, getting it. So here's what he said. Here's what old Chucky boy said. He came out and he went, someone asked him about immigration, and he was like, listen, we need more immigrants in this country. We need more. So they're not stopping, right? So they're not even, I don't even know if he was prepped for this, because he's not even admitting it's a crisis now. He's not even admitting that, because crisis at the border, right? And Joe's out there going, right? Crisis at the border. We want to fix the crisis, but so they're not even mentioning there's a crisis now. So what are they doing? Here's what they're doing. Chuck Schumer came out and said, and again, look it up for yourself, right? Look it up for yourself. Chuck Schumer came forward and he said, we need more immigrants because we're not having enough babies. The population of America, we're not having children. And we need these immigrants to get our population up. Really? So, women, they're blaming you, women. They're blaming you. Women, it's your fucking fault that the immigrants are here. I've always known it was the women. You know what? I've always had a bad feeling about women. You know that. I've said some misogynistic things on this show from time to time. And some of the things weren't warranted. I did a whole episode about the beer. That was a bit harsh. A lot of ladies wrote to me, didn't like that one. Unfollow. A lot of ladies didn't like that one about the beer. But this one, now ladies, we have proof. We have proof. Right? You're the reason why the immigrants are here. So next time you're down at the border, next time you're complaining, next time you see a bad Hispanic driver, because they are fucking terrible. Hispanics, I love you, man. I'm quite partial to your ladies. Your women are very nice. You're exotic looking. I do love a nice Spanish looking girl. But you're the worst fucking drivers. Asians, I relieve you. I relieve you of that title. You no longer will carry the hardship of being the worst drivers. You won't. It's not. We all have our stereotypes we want to get rid of. Like, right, Irish men with small penises. That is one that unfortunately follows us around. When are the Eskimos going to get that? I believe that the Eskimos have the smallest penises. I truly do. They're in the cold all the time. I mean, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So, but I relieve you. One day people will relieve the Irish people of having small penises. And I welcome that day. But I relieve you. You're gone, Asians. You are no longer the worst drivers. Spanish, Hispanic people are the worst fucking drivers. That's racist, Mick. That's xenophobic, Mick. I don't fucking care. Go out on the roads and drive on Long Island. Holy shit, you will fucking see bad drivers. And every time I pull up to the next one, it's always a Spanish person. Always this 10 out of 10 times it's a fucking Spanish person blocking the box. Just fucking enraging me. But whatever. What can you do? So ladies, it's your fault that all this is happening. Because if you're not having any more babies. Right? What happened? Why did you stop having babies? Maybe it's the man's fault, right? Maybe you don't see any men that you want to breed with. Maybe that's it, right? Maybe you look at a guy and go, I don't want a fucking smaller version of that. I don't want, even if I get 15% of that guy's genetics, I don't want that. Because I've been noticing, I'm a comedian, I notice things. It's my job to notice things. And I've been noticing a lot lately that, I thought this last night, I did a show up in the Poconos, and I noticed that men are punching up above their weight class. Meaning there's a lot of really attractive women going out with a lot of ugly fat men who don't try. Now, I get it. Finances might be there. DNA has, it's encoded in our DNA that women want to feel safe and provided for. So maybe the lad has a nice 401k, drives a nice car, and is a good provider. But maybe that's the huge factor in that case. But in general, women, you're kind of lowering your standards in relation to physical appearance. Now, that's a very shallow thing to say, by the way, Mick. These ladies, it's more than looks. It is, but also you notice it, right? You do notice it. When you're, like, I was in a casino last week at the Borgata Comedy Club. Thank you all, by the way, who came out to that show. And what I noticed is, like, fucking women, man, they were just gorgeous walking around, right? And I just wonder, like, where do the whores go? Where do the whores go? Because I get there Saturday night. I got there because the traffic was horrendous, right? Way too much traffic on the road. But yet Chuck Schumer thinks we don't have enough people. Yeah, fucking drive the LIE onto the fucking Garden State Parkway, mate, and you tell me there's fucking not enough people in this country, you cunt. And I'm walking around and these women are just like, they're not from this world. Just gorgeous women, you know, heels and expensive dresses and everything, and just fucking, and then I go back on a Sunday and I get there, I'm there early on a Sunday walking around the casino and I don't see them. Where do the whores go during the day? Like, you never, what I mean by whores, I don't mean actual prostitutes, by the way. I just mean whores as in I'm judging them on how they dress and how they flirt with men. That's what I mean. Where do they go? Like, 'cause they're never you never see them checking into a hotel, right? You check in at 2 o'clock. They're never arguing over a credit card charge at the front desk. You never see the whores at the front desk, you know what I mean? Well, I didn't stay for 4 nights, I only stayed for 3. They're never online for a bagel or buying something from the gift shop, are they? Like, where are they? Where do the whores go when they're not out clubbing? If you're a whore and you wanna let us know that, I would love to know where they go. You know, and it's your fault, ladies. Like, you're not out there having babies now because you're just, I don't know. So because of you, the immigrants are coming in. But let's, all joking aside, right? I went on the rant. I played the part of a villain there, didn't I? But let's look at the mixed signals that they're giving us now. When I say them, it's the left, right? The left. So what are they doing? They're out there, and first of all, they're shitting on people like Harrison Butker, right? They're shitting all over him. He's got family values. Oh, those old-fashioned family values that he has. You know what I mean? Like, what are the old-fashioned family values that he has there, fucking Chuck? Oh, he wants to stay married to one person. He wants to stay in a relationship, and he wants to have more and more babies with that person. Yeah, okay, so there's more babies in the family values. Because, listen, if you come from a broken home, which a lot of kids do, a lot of people, listen, relationships don't work out. Do you know 75%, and this is going to fucking upset some of the ladies in here today, but this is an actual true fact as somebody who's studied a lot of stuff on trauma, 75% of divorces are initiated by women. That's a massive percentage. What happens? Usually that number is based on women who are over 40. What are you talking about, Mick? Well, because what happens is, and this is a fucking scientific fact, you can look it up. You can come back and you go, oh, Mick is talking about some weird biblical thing now again. This is real fact. You can look it up. Please contradict me, right? Before you get mad at me, Google it up. Trust the science. Once women get in their 40s, what happens is their hormones change. When their hormones get reduced, so that urge to go out there and have sex and reproduce reduces a little bit in their 40s. So what happens when the hormones come down, the brain cells go up, they start thinking more, right? They start thinking more. And that doesn't mean like, well, good for them, they're thinking more. No, it means they overanalyze. So what happens is they go out and they think they're depressed, they're regretting life choices, they're not present in the moment. They go to doctors, they don't know how to do with this feeling. What happens is the doctor gives them antidepressants. Now, men go through that too, I'm not saying they're not, but right now we're talking about women. And therefore they go ahead and then they're not thinking straight. So now they get older on antidepressants and they just go, you know what, I think I would be happier if I just wasn't with this one person. And again, men are pieces of shit sometimes, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. There's a lack of love, finances, whatever the fuck happens there, and marriages fall apart, relationships fall apart. But 75% of it is initiated by women, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it's a sad thing that we don't try encourage, we don't try fix these problems within, for example, that one problem of many, by the way. I'm just picking this one problem because that's the topic, so don't want y'all thinking Mick thinks women are the reason for divorce. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's initiated by women. 75% of it is initiated by women. So maybe if we had good values, right, if we were able to fix those things like Harrison was saying, but no, we don't want to do that, right? We want to go, yas queen, you go girl, go out there and chase things that are bigger and better, and that's what we want to do, right? The grass is always greener out there for us, ladies. Go get some. Also, what are the left doing? Pushing abortion. They love abortion. The left can't get enough of abortion, right? Go out and get abortion. Fun fact again, 86, I believe, fact check me, 86% of abortions in this country are by minorities, black ladies, Hispanic ladies. So we're pushing that, right? There's no mention of that. There's no mention of the high number of the minorities who have the majority of abortions, but the left don't want to address that, right? That's not saying, by the way, anything wrong with black people or Hispanic people. It's saying, why are you pushing that agenda? Why are you pushing that? Why is there a coincidence that that number is so high? How about we change that? But whatever, man. Whatever, right? So now now the left is constantly more abortions, get more abortions. Not enough kids in the world. Well, you're fucking killing them. You're fucking vacuum them out with a Dyson. Let's be honest, right? A bit harsh. I know. I'm already shadow banned. I can already see it. This episode's going to do shit in the ratings. Right? So that's what we're doing, ladies. Right? So you're out there and you're fucking... The left is pushing for your abortions. The left is pushing for you for shitting on people with the nuclear family. Right? It's your fault. They're blaming you. It's your fault. And now Chuck Schumer is out there saying, well, the immigration problem is all because women. Women ain't having kids. There you go. In a nutshell, that's our immigration problem. Ladies, lie down more. Just let it happen. Let it happen. Now, I am aware it is hypocritical of me. I've had a vasectomy. I don't want fucking any more. Are you out of your fucking mind? I ain't having 2 more of these little cunts. I got 2. I'm happy with the 2 I have. I love them. I ain't having any fucking more kids. Are you out of your mind? But yeah, man, it's just... But this is my... If the whole fucking thing is not a contradiction, I don't know what is. So what are you saying to us, by the way, Chuck Schumer? Are you saying then, so what you're saying is abortion, so we don't have kids. You're promoting the destruction of the nuclear family, but yet you're bringing in all these 11 million plus of new people. So are we being replaced? Are we being replaced? Or are you just kind of looking for more votes? I don't know. Because when they come in, and he wants them all, by the way, to be all citizens. Chuck Schumer says, let's bring them in and make all 11 million plus citizens. And then they all come in with, here's your vote for the Democrats pamphlet. You know, it's kind of weird, right? So, and then you're out there and you got Joe Biden's out there going, hey. He said something the other day, I don't even know what he was thinking. He goes, yeah, in 7-8 years, all the truckers will be gone. Yeah. Bragging about how in 7 or 8 years, if you're a truck driver, which hits me personally, my father was a truck driver, big Continental trucks, right? All driving over the continent. Over here you call them tractor trailers, right? Driving a big fucking massive rig, me dad was. That's personal to me. That's how he put food on our table. And now all of a sudden you're getting rid of them because of AI machines, but not only that, you're bragging about it. That's another shot to women. Did you ever go to a truck stop and just see? I've parked at truck stops many times. I'm falling asleep. I pull over. I drive them home late from a gig. Happened one time coming back from Massachusetts. I get off stage at 1 in the morning. It's like, I'll make it home in time. Nope. Falling asleep behind the wheel. I pull into a truck stop, put the seat back, get a bit of a snooze. I wake up and I see this girl going from truck to truck, getting in, blowing guys, getting out, blowing more guys, going across in another truck, handies, going across. What? You're going to put them out of work too, Joe Biden? Come on. This is not good for the left, who says go out there, ladies, and fight for us. And the left all comes down to the woman vote. And what are you doing? You're blaming them for immigration and you're putting them out of work. You're putting the ladies, the sex workers out of work at the truck stops because you're going to take away the trucker jobs. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Listen, sorry if this episode got away from you. I have to go now. Happy Memorial Day. By the way, if you're a family member, if you have a family member who has served in the military, if you are a fan, and I know I have plenty of you who are military, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service and all that you do. Okay, I know it's almost a cliche to say thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. I truly mean that. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you to your families who allow you to leave to make the ultimate sacrifice for our country so I can sit here and be a fucking dick and just say horrible shit like I just did on this episode. Anyway, come see me live on June 7th and 8th in St. Cloud in Florida at Porky's Comedy Club. Good luck to you, and as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.